Good afternoon and welcome to this tiny episode of PopVulture. I'm really unwell and he's not, so he's gonna be leading the charge. We're gonna be discussing the comeback of The Flash. We're gonna be discussing the trailer for season 2, for the rest of the season 2 of The Flash and where that's gonna go. I don't know, what else?
He's really not well, is he? Bless him.
Let's kick things off with a little discussion about the first episode.
This is me doing The Flash. That's just an awful impression. Yeah, Barry Allen's back.
If we go from the top of the episode, we kick off, his relationship with Patty's going well, everybody's having a good time, Jay's being all like, all of a sudden,
Barry's having nightmares.
Barry's having nightmares about Zoom killing Patty. Villain-wise, it seems a sort of a bit freak of the week.
Oh, yeah, I was thinking this watching it. I was like, I've gone freak of the week this week. I think this is because it's just the first episode back.
At the same time, what I've liked is they've instantly opened the door. We've seen a lot more of the Speed Force.
Yeah.
In this season than we anticipated that we would. The villain is a guy, Cisco Coin's Turtle, and Barry has no idea who this guy is, despite the fact that Cisco and Caitlin and everything else is... they already know who he is.
And Joe obviously drops the bomb that Cisco has a list
of
other metas.
Of other meta
just because, he just didn't share that with Barry.
There's still very much in this part of the season, there's still the overarching, right, we need to kill Zoom, and that's what Wells is kind of there for, is to keep everybody else grounded and to show them that there is still an agenda, that they've still got stuff to do. Again, you've got sort of the parallel between the first and second seasons, where you've got a Wells who is working to try and make Barry faster for his own agenda. So we've got this guy called Turtle who can manipulate the Speed Force, but kind of the opposite way that Barry can. So he can slow down time. He steals things that people care about, that have sentimental value. So he steals sort of family jewels.
He steals their jewels. Is he a villain from the DC universe? Because I've never heard of Turtle.
Let me have a look. Turtle Man. The slowest man on Earth. The Turtle Man was a bank robber who was called the slowest man on Earth. He idolised the Turtle, an older villain who fought Jay Garrick. The power of the internet.
That quantum leap device. Did you ever used to watch that?
No.
And they used to have this, it looked like a Rubik's Cube which was spilled out. It was like his PDA, and he'd literally just go beep, 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 and he'd be talking to Ziggy. I'm going way off topic, ignore me.
You do that quite a bit.
I do. It made me think of quantum leap.
But as I said, it's the parallel of the Speed Force. So he's the slowest guy on Earth, you've got Barry, he's the fastest guy on Earth, and it's, bad. So the main struggle there is that Barry is trying to figure out how to balance his relationship with Patty, who's realising that he's more into than he anticipated with his life as the Flash, because she's starting to get a little bit pissed off.
This is the thing that annoyed me with the episode, is Barry's all like, oh yeah, I'm going to tell her, and is excited, and obviously Wells drops the bomb of if Zoom finds out who you love, he's going to fucking kill them or whatever. And they're at this ball or whatever they're at, and obviously Turtle turns up and he slows down time, and he's going to, he's like, oh shit, I need to go off and flash this shit up. So he saves her, whatever, yeah, cool. But then later in the episode, he sees Patty, and he's obviously going to tell her again.
And he's laughing.
And he's laughing and shit. Yeah. I thought that scene to me he's just through out the window. He's just like, and then the thing that made me laugh is he's at her apartment, right?
Yeah.
He's at her apartment, and she's like, I don't care, Barry, you pissed me off, and all this stuff. And then wanders off.
She's the one that walks off, yeah.
And wanders off, and he's just left in the apartment. He's like, should I leave? Do I stay? No, I'm sorry, but if this is real life, right? You'd follow her and you'd be like, I'm the fucking Flash.
Sidebar. We learn Wally West is a dick. Speculation here, right? This is just a wild theory. I'm going rogue. Something happens with Zoom. Right, where the Speed Force, I don't know, maybe leaks or something.
Leaks? It's got to leak! We're going to seal it! This is wild now.
This is where I'm going with this. Wally finds out Barry's the Flash, goes to see him. He has some kind of experience with Zoom, whereby Zoom trying to steal Barry's Speed Force inadvertently puts some of the Speed Force into Wally West, so that season 3 will deal with Wally West as a new speedster. a sort of a finale.
Leaky gas main.
Not necessarily
of
leaky
Speed
gas main,
Force,
but
though.
like something happens in the ensuing battle between Barry and Zoom. Speed Force lightning. Wally West gets hit. He turns into a speedster. We don't find that out until either that or Jay. Well, Jay, we already know that at some point Jay is probably going to get his powers back.
Could that be? Because we were mentioning before, if there's going to be time travel when because Barry's going to go to Earth 2, they've confirmed online that Barry will be going to Earth 2 this season. He's bringing the fight to Zoom. He's taking the fight to Zoom. But yeah, like if he time travels back there, who's to say that's not another Jay? Well, because then we're in a fucking
nightmare,
infinite loop of time.
What's to say that bloody Barry can't just go to Earth 2, then go back in time in Earth 2 and stop Zoom from ever taking Wells' daughter?
Maybe that's what he goes to try and do.
Maybe. We have now learned that Jay Garrick is, without the Speed Force, is dying.
Yes.
But with the Speed Force, obviously, his immune system I'm guessing, can battle it because of the sort of regenerative powers.
And now he's lost it, he's
dying.
He's going to pop his clog.
And Caitlin was like, "We're
Jesus.
Her fiance died, now you're dying, what?
That trailer, again, like I say, I think was nitpicked probably from... They wouldn't have filmed the finale or anything yet.
No.
That's not done. That wouldn't have wrapped.
There's a lot.
So I would imagine this is probably from the first three
episodes.
of this chunk of the season. It probably doesn't give away too much. It probably gives us some direction for the next couple of episodes.
Tell you what else we know. Guess who's back? Back again.
Reverse Flash is back.
Eobard Thawne.
Tell some friends.
He turns up in Earth 1, our Earth, and he's all like, Gideon,
Where the He obviously shows up at the end of this episode.
Right, yeah.
So, I'm guessing we'll see him next week. Next week will obviously be about Reverse Flash, and then the episode after that is when Barry will go to Earth 2.
So that's how the episode rounds off. So it's quite a hefty episode. There's quite a few things.
Yeah, things happen.
Pockets of things going on. We learn that Patty's now...
She's like, bye.
But she's sick of Barry's bullshit.
And again, she just walks off in the office. He could have just followed her, for fuck's sake. You're
really
the fastest man alive.
Talk about
you ran in front of her, ignoring everything we've just done.
What if?
Who is Zoom? That is what we need to...
Right.
Yes.
A lot of speculation online, or there was initially when the season first started, that Eddie was Zoom.
Yeah. Again, no.
Yeah, Rick Cosnett. He does a lot more TV stuff, so I don't think we'll see him anytime soon.
My personal guess is that it's his father.
His dad.
Earth 2, Barry's dad.
Yeah.
So putting pictures side by side there's a shot of Barry's dad with no mask next to the shot of Zoom, and the eyes are eerily similar.
Barry's dad has been in this season, but only in the first episode. He's just like, I'm out of jail, I'm off, see you later.
He's the original Flash.
Wild theory time. Joe's going to die this season.
Really?
Yeah. I'm going to write it off like they're setting the whole he's got a son and family. And
I was just saying, when you
setting up too much. And it would give Wally a push. Like, if he does, happen to get powers, it would give Wally a push. Joe could die.
Joe could die. Anyone could die.
Anyone could die. I think in terms of pacing, though, they kind of need somebody to die this season.
Who died last season? Eddie. Eddie died last season. But again, no one really...
It was a noble sacrifice. Nobody really cared.
Nobody cared.
Because no one really liked Eddie. Because they wanted an Irish.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing.
Overall rating for the Flash episode?
Personally, I'd give it... If we can say out of 10.
Yeah, out of 10.
I think we'll go out of 10.
Solid enough to set everything else up that is going to roll on for the rest of the season, while still having stuff that happens, albeit a little bit boring.
Yeah. It left us on a nice cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Which they needed with that episode, I think. Yeah. I'd probably give it like a 7.5.
7.2.
7.2 fucking hell.
What can I say? Not just a pretty face.
Fuck's sake. You can make your own mind up on what you want to give that in the middle of that, but that's what we give it.
Yeah, that's what we give it. I give it a 7.2.
We give it a 7 point something.
7 point something.
I just sit on camera, I don't know anything. He does all the editing and stuff, I don't know.
If there's anybody else that wants to apply for his role,
F*** you.